What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are running through some more requests here for Asaf. I did a few of them a couple weeks back or a week back or something like that. I got a bunch of skip the line requests I'm trying to get to for a very special friend in Israel. Um, so thanks for the support, and geez, I hope everything is okay with you in that country right now. And I am praying for you personally, everybody actually. But um, do me a favor. We're looking at Asaf. Like I said, go support Asaf. Go like. Go subscribe. This is so I was told to check out Lost Horse, Eddie Norris's track by track. I don't think this is a song. It's only like a minute and a half. And then I pulled up the next one, which is a live à Perchoir Paris. Okay, so we're in Paris. Um, that means the technically it means the perch, like a bird stands on, but it also can mean like a high seat, like of the president, for example, can sit on the perch. Never mind. For my English speakers out there, don't ask me how I know that. I study languages when I'm bored. I do a lot of weird stuff when I'm bored. Create YouTube channels, learn how to build computers, discover languages, figure out how to make music and stuff. It's wild. Anyways, go support Asaf. I have done this song before, so I'm not going to get into lyrics like I usually do, and I got yelled at last time for pausing too much. So I'm just going to enjoy it and sit back and listen. But definitely go support, go like, go subscribe, please. And if you like what I do, please make sure you like, you comment down below, and make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. Also, jump over to wherever it's at, Patreon. That's where most of my requests do come from, so definitely go over there. And welcome to Wednesday. If it is in fact Wednesday where you're watching this, it is here. Let's see what this. So yeah, by the way, if you want to know kind of my take on the song, lyrically, I break down Asaf lyrics like to a point where it annoys people. So jump back, just search my channel, you'll find it. Jump back and search for Lost Horse. Okay, we subscribed. Let's go.
Was written about a lost horse. It just so happened, strangely enough, theatrically enough, that a pack of wolves entered the place that my horses stay and chased one of the horses, Ariadne, until she tripped and fell off a cliff into the sea, never to be found again.
See, I think I knew that or explained part of that story. I think I read it because I did know that, but it makes me think that like I already think this dude's one of the most interesting people I've ever come across as far as an artist goes. But like, who has stories like that? A pack of wolves chased my horse off a cliff. Oh, um, I got stories. I stole a Snicker bar when I was 11. I felt really bad about it. Speaking of a pack of wolves, if you never mind, there's a Rancid album I was listening to yesterday called "Outcome of the Wolves." It has nothing to do with this.
And that duality between how small and almost insignificant that moment of just nature happening, and how incredibly vast, how big and theatric and metaphorical that moment was, that coexistence between smallness and grandness just touched so many buttons in me. And after about 3 days of searching, I went back home after this day of looking on the coastline near the cliff and not to find her body. I went home and opened one of my sketchbooks and wrote "Lost Horse" on it, these two words. And I started just crying, and it was very quickly evident that I wasn't crying only for the loss of Ariadne, my horse. I was crying for every loss I've ever experienced, all the loves and broken hearts and people and even versions of my own self that I lost through the years. And just I was crying for this, what seemed an endless amount of emotion in a very limited existence. And
I don't think that he's existing in the right century. And I mean that in the nicest, most awe-inspiring way. he's such a deep thinker. He's so introspective. You don't come across that nowadays. People are so shallow, and I mean he just referenced and the moment of significance of how small it was to how large it was. You also think about like I mean you could even take that a step further and how small. I mean if you wanted to break it down as far as like build a metaphor out of that, how small an actual wolf is in comparison to a horse, but when running in a pack, it's a little bit different, right? So there's a theme of togetherness and I guess the value in you know in having those around you. He wasn't referencing that. That's just my mind goes places. But super super interesting dude, man. I'm telling you this. I'd like to pick his brain for like you know I don't know, get him high and just listen to him talk for a few hours.
Endless amount of emotion in a very limited
Probably wouldn't even need to be high.
existence. And that's the song.
All right, now we'll listen to it live at the Perch. Okay, we go. Y'all got volume? Hold on a second. And yo, look at that scenery. God, we have nothing like that in the States where people care about how buildings look. I'm sorry. It's just cool to see. Let's run that back a little bit.
How my body's undulating back and forth, and it's too late. And there's no cure, no sedating all this pain we're generating. This prolonged, insane, grotesque thing that we wrongly have been naming love. Honey, this ain't love, no. Pretty soon I will be feeding on the taps your little feet in. Silver boots make when they're fleeing town, and I can't get around to being much surprised. My memory's speeding on the road on which we're bleeding love. Honey, this ain't love. I want you to hold me perpendicularly only, sitting down for the gods we were born to fail. I want you to hold me perpendicularly only, sitting down for the gods we were born to fail. It's raining cats and dogs and lightning strikes my heart and sheds some light on to the fact it ain't so frightening. How there hasn't been your pretty side and so much time my teeth are whitening from the blood we shed while biting love.
Dude, sometimes like when he just starts going, like a lot of times he'll get through his lyrics like in half of the actual time allotted with these songs, and then he'll start sort of repeating a chorus and whatnot, and then just get into his looping and whatever instruments are in front of him, he's gonna use them. Um, I would love to see. I would love to see him just sort of spaz in like a freestyle, just completely improv, like a bunch of stuff without him like having anything in mind at all. Like basically blindfold him, put him in a room, and then show the instruments that he has access to. Maybe keep adding them as time goes on, and then just see kind of what he does with it. I feel like he'd be pretty sick. And nothing makes me happier than seeing him rock a pair of old school Vans. I have at least 4 or 5 pairs of old schools, probably within like 20 feet of me right now.
I want you to hold me perpendicularly only. Sundown for the gods, we were born to fail.
Okay. Okay, I did okay there. I like that. I like that. Let's run it back. And no, the buildings right next to him and the building far in the background didn't escape my vision. Hell of a view that place has. That's yeah, I haven't been. I haven't been. Um, it's honestly it's on my list. It's not at the time. I'm like a sandy beach and clear blue water type guy. So it's on there for historical purposes and sightseeing, architectural purposes, learning purposes. But I don't know. When I vacate, like, and I'm on a tangent right now. I'm sorry about that. When I vacate, I'm vacationing to vacation from everything. So I just want sand and silence and a sandwich. That's all. It's not a lot. Um, yeah, man, that's cool. Just the yeah, when I read live, I assume for some reason I always like the first thing I go to in my head is like there's gonna be a crowd, because I've seen more and more of his like interactions with the crowd type stuff. This is a little bit more. It reminds me more of like his actual music videos in the sense that like it's staged to a point and there's no external interaction with people. Um, so he's got everything set up. It is live because it is being performed. It's live. Um, but I guess there's a couple ways you could take the word live. It's anyway. It's the ambiguity there confused me. But either way, that's no. It's really cool. Just to that song's just it's super chill. It's a vibe song, and I don't need to break down the lyrics because the first video we watched he already did. So if you didn't catch that, run that back. Um, I like that he gets into it like to a point. I've mentioned this before, but he has that true artistry effect and in emotion that he puts into it, where he feels it, and you can feel that when you watch him. You can see that he's enjoying it too. Towards the end there, like the final minute and a half, he had a big old smile on his face, and that kind of came to a close at the end when he's like, all right, yeah, yeah, okay. That worked, but yeah, that was awesome. Thank you for sending me that, and I appreciate the support as always. I think I have a couple more, maybe one or two more on that list to get to, and I do have other lists as well. So you will see more Asaf on my channel in the future. You always do, but I am here to support him. So go like, go subscribe. Um, he's such a unique talent, man. There's just nobody like him that has a similar sound or really does anything like I can't even like I can't really even label what he does. I mean, it's not really a genre. I could put 4 or 5 genres on anything he does. Um, I think it's just more of like a yeah. It's just if there was a music genre called vibe, that was a vibe right there. It's very very chill. And if you pay attention to lyrics, he's you got to dig deep on some of his stuff, but he's my man's a poet. But yeah, go support. If you like what I do, of course, like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next.